Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the video I like to put out at the end of the year, and it's what I call Daniela Renee's Best of Beauty 2015 for this year. This is my second time doing this. The first time was last year, obviously, and I had so much fun doing it that I wanted to do it again. So what I've done here is I've picked my favorite product out of 16 different categories. I have picked my favorite foundation, primer, concealer, just every, little category. And I also have categories for best nail polish, best tool, and best eye accessory. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with me through 2015. And I hope to see you guys at the end of next year for the Best of Beauty 2016. And so let's just get started. The first category I have here, I'll just do all face products first. Oh, by the way, this is my New Year's Eve makeup look. I have not filmed a tutorial on it, but if you would like to see one, just let me know. But in case anyone is wondering, because I know this is a weird lip color, this is Stone Fox from the NYX Liquid Suede Liquid Matte Lipstick collection, and I just put a Colourpop shadow in Sleigh over top of it to make it iridescent. So that's that. Alright, so let's get back into this. Face products. So my best foundation for 2015 would have to be my BH Cosmetics Blooming Radiance Powder Foundation. I have, for some reason this year, just been really hating liquid foundations. I have tons of them, but I have just been gravitating towards this powder foundation, and mine is in the shade Fair Golden. And it comes with 3.5 grams of product, and it's just, in one of these things that has the holes, and then you just shake it out. And I have been loving this powder. It has been great because I've been getting a lot of acne since I've been pregnant. The acne has started. So, or actually since I've been off the birth control, that's when the acne really started. So I have been really just shying away from anything liquidy really on my face besides concealer. So this has been a lifesaver for me, and it's inexpensive, a great brand. You guys know how much I love BH Cosmetics. I'm going to forewarn you. There's a lot of BH Cosmetics stuff in this video. They're not sponsored. They don't sponsor me or anything. I'm not even near that caliber of a YouTuber yet. I just freaking love them so much. So moving on to best primer. I don't know why I did primer second. But anyways, the best primer for 2015 for me would have to be the Smashbox Photo Finish, just a regular primer. Smashbox has tons of different primers, and I've tried 4 or 5 of them, and I would have to say that overall my favorite has been just the regular one. I like some of their other ones for like certain times of the year, but generally if I'm just going to go for one to have for the entire year, I would pick just their regular one. It's smooth, it doesn't feel like you have a bunch of grease on your face afterwards, it doesn't leave a white cast, and it fills the pores, and it doesn't leave like residue like some of the skin tone colored ones like the Benefit Professional kind of does. I have to give the award to this one. Best concealer for 2015. This one was probably one of the hardest categories for me because I have found 3 or 4 concealers that I really, really, really like. But I decided to pick this one, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind little eraser thing, as my best concealer for 2015, just because of the ease in which it applies. The other concealers, most of them you have to, whether it's crayon or if it's like a doe foot applicator liquid one, you gotta stick it on and then use a brush to blend it in. So it kind of takes a little extra time. This one, because it has the sponge tip applicator, it's literally like you have like your acne is like pencil marks on a paper, and this just erases them. You can just go through and it's just like an eraser on a piece of paper. And it's amazing. And I do have to blend a little bit with this, but usually what I do when I use this is I'll erase all my blemishes and then take a big, powdery foundation brush and just kind of quickly go over my face, and it just kind of makes, all the harsh lines go away, if there is any. I find that with this I don't get a ton of harsh lines anyways. Mine is in the shade, by the way, Fair. And as you can see, mine is basically out, so I need to get another one. And I know that the sponge tip applicator on this really skeeves a lot of people out, but I don't really understand that. I mean, as long as you're not putting it on an open wound and you're not sharing with other people, then I don't see any reason why this should creep you out, because it's just like any other makeup brush or sponge you have in your collection. I mean, why doesn't it creep you out that you put your crayon concealer on your face every day without washing that? It's the same thing. Maybe not, but still. Anyways, love that. best blush of 2015. This one was hard for me as well, simply because I'm not the kind of person that really goes to one blush continuously throughout the year. My blush collection is pretty big, so I like to kind of switch it up as often as I can. That being said, this one I probably used longer than any other blush, if that makes sense. Like, I used it for the longest period of time, so that's why I chose this one. And this is the BH Cosmetics Blush Duo in Daisy. And I've done a whole review video on these, and I'll link it down below. And this one has just a pink blush and a really pretty yellowy toned golden highlight. Look at that, it's beautiful. And I think the reason why I use this for the longest is not because of the blush, because this highlighter is so dang pretty. It goes with everything, and especially for my, look at me, I'm like yellow right now. I'm sitting here and I'm yellow skinned. So it works really well for me. Best bronzer of 2015. This one was pretty easy for me because it's really hard for a fair skinned girl like me to find a bronzer that I like, because bronzers tend to just look overboard on me no matter what shade they are. But I do have to say I use this one quite a lot when I did go for a contour. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Contouring Palette. And I did use both sides of this, but as far as bronzer goes, I definitely use this bronzer more than any other bronzer in my collection. So that's why this one won. My best highlighter of 2015. And this was really hard to pick too, because I have a lot that I like. But the one that I was never disappointed with at all, because I do like my Colourpop highlighters, but I find that I can only use them when my skin's drier. And then there's other highlighters that I can only use when my skin is more oily. So this is the only one that I found that I could use in, you know, different types of weather and climates, and that is another BH Cosmetics one. This is the BH Cosmetics Wild and Radiant Highlighting Palette, and specifically this shade up here. I use these two a lot, but this one, a little goes a long way, and it's beautiful. It stays all day long, and like I said, it works whether your skin is oily or dry. So this one by far takes the cake for best highlighter of 2015. Great job, BH Cosmetics. Alright, now we're going to move on to eye products. So first up is best brow product of 2015. This one was kind of difficult as well because I went back and forth between a couple of products, but I finally decided to name the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro HD Micro Pencil as my favorite brow product of 2015. That being said, I picked the BH one, but the NYX Micro Brow Pencil works just as well as this one, and so that one would also be something I would recommend as like one of my favorite brow products. What I like about this is that the spoolie on the NYX one is not as good as this one. That's why I ultimately picked this one, but the spoolie is pretty similar. It's skinny for my skinny brows, and I like that. And this one's actually out, but the color range from BH Cosmetics is wonderful, and I just love the skinny pencil for brows because my brows aren't very thick naturally, and so if I want to have natural looking brows, then I have to have a really fine tipped brow product to line them with, and so I really like these micro brow ones. That being said, I also do not like the Anastasia ones. Something about that formula is just does not work for me. So either the NYX one or the BH one would be my pick for brow product 2015. The next category I have is best eyeshadow palettes. This one was really hard as well because palettes are my favorite thing to collect, and they're the coolest things to look at, I think. And so it was really hard to pick one, so I actually picked two. This is one where I cheated. But these two, I have to say, I used definitely the most out of all my palettes this year. And these are definitely the two go-to palettes out of all my palettes. So the first one I'll just talk about real quick is one I got towards the later half of the year. But ever since I've got it, I cannot put it down. It is the Too Faced Stardust by Vegas Nay palette. And I've done a review on this one as well. It's got such beautiful matte, like warm shades. I use this a ton in the fall, a ton, because they're like the quintessential fall colors. And these two, the Strip and Golden Nugget, these glitter colors, have been really awesome for just adding that pop of glitter into like a warm or a cool toned look. And so I've been definitely coming back to this. But I'll move on to what I would say is my #1 palette for 2015. And this is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Celebration palette. Mine looks like this. This is a limited edition palette, but it is an all matte palette, and this one happens to be cool toned, and it has this thing right here called the transforming ribbon. It is awesome to have an all matte palette in your collection, and this is the only palette I have that is all matte, and that's probably why I picked it. Now, I do want to tell you that IT Cosmetics has a whole line of palettes that are all matte shadows that are called their Naturally Pretty palettes. This one is the Celebration palette, so all the colors are cool toned and all the names are like Christmassy holiday names. But they have the Naturally Pretty Volume 1 and Volume 2, and they also have a new one called the Naturally Pretty Romantics palette. And I would recommend any of those the same as I would recommend this. The shades just differ from each palette, but they're all matte palettes, and they all have a transforming ribbon on them. You know, I've used this almost every day with every single eyeshadow look. If you're looking for a palette that's going to be your, you know, ride or die palette, and especially if you're a lover of matte shadows, I suggest getting one of the IT Naturally Pretty palettes. My best eyeshadow single of 2015 would have to be this Colourpop shadow, and don't get mad at me because it's limited edition and you can't buy it anymore. But I gotta be honest. This was my go-to shadow for a single shadow in 2015. This is the Colourpop Birthday Girl shadow. It's the pink one they put out for their birthday. It's got a little cupcake on the lid, and it looks like this. And the reason why I have been using this like crazy is because it is a metallic shadow, but this one is kind of sheer. It's like so weird. I don't know how it's sheer, but it is. Here, I'll do a little swatch for you. And you can see how it's kind of like sheer, like it's shimmery but sheer. So what I've been doing with this, and the reason why I've been using it so much, is because anytime I want to add like a little bit of glitter to my look, I'll just put my finger in some of this and just dab it on real lightly, and it makes any color glittery. So it's kind of like a transforming shade for me, and I've been loving it this year for sure. But unfortunately it was limited edition, so you can't buy it, but Colourpop has tons of shadows, so I'm sure you could find a dupe for this in their collection. But if you have it and you just kind of never use it, then maybe now you have a new idea of how to use it. It is the best eyeliner of 2015, and this is a repeat from last year. I don't have a lot of repeats from last year in this video, but this is definitely one of them. It might be the only one, and it is the NYX Retractable Eyeliner in brown. That's just, the color brown is just the one that I use the most, but really it's just their whole line of NYX Retractable Eyeliners. It looks like this, and there's nothing special. Mine is gone. This is like the 6th one I've gone through this year. And I have several other colors. But these are just so easy to use, and they're so cheap, and they're wonderful quality. I've never had a problem with, you know, this skipping on my eyes or it being too oily or anything. It doesn't, like, you know, wipe off throughout the day. It is just a wonderful eyeliner pencil. New Colourpop eyeliners that Colourpop came out with this year. I haven't tried one, but from every video that I've watched and seen, they are the exact same thing as these NYX Retractable Eyeliners. They probably have more colors, mind you, but they're more expensive. They're only $5, but you gotta pay $5 in shipping if you're just gonna get one thing there. So really it's not $5, it's $10. You know what I'm saying? So why would I pay $10 for something when I can get the same thing for $3 at my Ulta? So that one always wins for me. Next category is Best Mascara of 2015. And this one was pretty easy for me to pick because I got this towards the beginning of the year and I was fangirling over it pretty hard, and I kind of stopped using it towards the end of the year, but that doesn't make me love it any less. I was just trying other products. But definitely my favorite for this year has been the Maybelline Lash Sensational. They did an excellent job making this mascara, and it'll be a long time favorite for me for a couple of years, I'm pretty sure, until someone comes out with something new. But I definitely would love this one. And I love that it comes in a brown-black formula because I think black's a little too harsh for me, so I always get like brown, like really dark brown shades of things for my eyes. So I love that it comes in that option. Alright, and then the last for the eye section is what I call Best Eye Accessory. And I chose, this is actually another repeat from last year. I always get them confused. There's 3 different styles in the Partial False Lashes line from Urban Decay, but these ones are my favorite. They're partial lashes that you can only put on the outside of your eyelashes, and so you just put like a coat of mascara and then you just plop these on real quick. Super easy to apply, and they instantly give your eyes a little bit more volume, and it's such little effort. If you're a beginner with false eyelashes, I definitely suggest buying these. They're a little bit pricey, $15 for a 2 pair, but you can reuse them over and over again as long as you take care of them. And like I said, they add so much with such little effort. So these are always going to be a favorite of mine. The last category I have is lip products / kind of like other. So the next category I have is best lipstick. And it was really hard to choose this one too, because I rotated a lot of lipsticks this year and I didn't like go back to one over and over again. But I did wear this one a lot when I first got it, and I was pretty much obsessed with this one more when I first got it than I was with any of my other lipsticks. So I would have to name my best Colourpop's Tootsie Lippie Stick. And it is like a gray, you know, the quintessential Kylie Jenner lip color, gray brown thing. I love this. It looks so good, I think, on my skin tone because I kind of have like a neutral skin tone. I don't know. I just love it so much. I wore it all the time when I first got it. That's all I have to say about it. It's just a good lip color. Alright, the next category is Best Lip Gloss of 2015. And this one was way easy to choose. I keep this one in my purse. And it's almost gone. It was in my Finish 5 by Fall. I didn't actually finish it because there's no way of really knowing it. But I love this lip gloss. It is the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Leches. I don't really know how to say it. But it's just their nude one. It's super pretty. I could just slip this on anytime that I'm out and my lipstick is faded. I just swipe this on and it looks new again, and it's super hydrating, but it doesn't like slip everywhere. It doesn't get on my teeth. I never have that problem though, so I don't know if that's a problem for other people, but it never gets on my teeth. Okay, best nail polish of 2015. This one was really hard to pick from as well because I get a lot of new nail polishes like every month. I don't really talk about it a ton on my channel, but I am a nail polish junkie. I am really attracted to sparkly colors. So it was hard to choose this because I don't reuse nail polishes a lot during the year. I just use different ones a lot. Now, that being said, I did use this one multiple times to do a glitter gradient, and I have talked about this recently. It is the Pure Ice nail polish in Poppin bottles. It's just a sheer kind of like antique gold silver color, and I find that it goes really well with most nail polishes as a glitter gradient topper. So I would definitely suggest this. And the fact that it's Pure Ice, it's like one of the cheapest brands you can get. It's like $1 at Walmart. So if you can find this, you should go pick it up. It's an awesome little topper to have in your collection. Best tool of 2015. I picked 2 different brushes that I got that were new this year that I think are stellar brushes. This is the e.l.f. contouring brush, and they came out with this new this year, and a lot of people were excited about it. It is a great brush for contouring. It's really thin, and it's really dense and soft at the top, so it doesn't hurt, and it's perfect for contouring. This is what I've been using for contouring ever since I got it, and I think it's a great creation by e.l.f. And then the next one that I've been using non-stop since I got it is the BH number 11 brush. It's their highlighting brush. It is the perfect size for my cheeks to highlight. So ever since I got this, I'm like, how did I ever live without this highlighting? Like, what did I even use? One of those stupid fan brushes? This is way better than that because it can get all the little areas. Look, it's like the perfect size for the bridge of my nose and everything. So another BH Cosmetics item that everybody needs right here. So that is it for my Best of Beauty 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and comment down below with your favorite products of 2015. You don't have to list, 16 categories if you don't want to. I would definitely read it and love if you did that, but you can just, list some of your favorite overall products of 2015 if you can narrow it down. I know it's really hard. And then I would love to read those. So please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. I hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve. You party hard and have a wonderful New Year's Day. Maybe with lots of sleep. I will see you guys in 2016. Bye!